Welcome to another episode of GlideChat. My name is Mike Lombardo, CEO of GlideFast Consulting. I'm sitting here with Mo Unwala, Senior Architect at GlideFast. Mo, how are you?
I'm good, Mike. I'm awesome.
How's GlideFest treating you so far?
Oh man, I cannot even believe it. Like the number of people that are here. I've never been part of such a big festival that's happening, and just incredible job. It has been like seamless, so smooth, right from like when we got off as Bozeman to like shuttle to like checking in to GlideFest.
Yeah.
The team behind has done an awesome job.
It's cool, yeah. It's funny how you're right. It's so smooth, like, because I was there when people were checking in. And by the way, for those who don't know, it was like almost 400 of us in Montana coming in from all over
We are
the country.
taking over Montana.
We're taking it over. I mean, everybody from around the country, Canada. You're out of Toronto, right?
Yes, I'm based on
Yeah,
Toronto,
Toronto.
Canada. Yep.
So people coming in from all directions, and shuttles of people were just coming in and just coming to check in, get their badges. I mean, we got badges. It's a real conference when you have badges, and
then some of these.
Yeah, and some pins there.
Pins.
So tell me, what's your favorite part of the platform?
Oh, I have to be biased. HRSD.
HRSD. Okay,
Yep.
tell me about HR.
Okay, so HR is, I started working obviously in ServiceNow back in 2014.
Wow.
And was primarily working on ITSM and custom app.
Yeah.
And I was sort of like done. I was looking to like expand my skill set.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like ServiceNow was expanding as well outside like IT.
Yeah.
And I was looking for some new skill set to get, and like HR came up, and that caught my eye. So I was like, this is something different. And the reason why it's different is like the architecture is completely different.
Yeah,
like
it
you
is.
have to wear a different like non-IT hat because you're
100%.
treating with like HR people. You cannot talk about like catalog items.
They
record
don't want to
producers.
hear that.
Yeah, they don't want.
Mo,
They don't
you're,
wanna- yeah.
you're a legend for knowing that, because that's the one thing they don't want to hear. I don't care about IT, what you did this is different. This is HR.
Yep, yeah. And when we show them the back end, is like, what is this? Oh, there's a portal for like end users, but our agents
Yeah.
have to work from the back end. It's like so confusing because
Yeah.
obviously they're not technology.
They're not.
Yeah, so
And HR and IT never really got along.
Oh,
I
never,
don't know
never.
why. It's like
and it's worse when obviously the platform is owned by IT.
Yeah.
But then HR is sort of like part of the
Exactly.
same. So they
Yeah.
have to depend on IT
Yeah.
or discuss on IT with a lot of decisions
Yeah.
that they make on their HR in terms of like integrating with their system of records, or
Yeah.
what fields they need to bring in. So I feel like they're always like IT is behind their back, and there's a lot of like they never gel.
They never gel.
Yep.
They never gel. And you're real smart for getting into HR, because everything you said, like it's built by different developers. Like I think ServiceNow brought in like different developers for that. It has different security models, and it's like, yeah, you need a lot of the platform skills you have, but it's like you really have to reinvent yourself. I mean, it's a different user interface. I mean, it's like
Absolutely.
everything.
Yeah, and ServiceNow went to a point where they even like created an admin role specific to
Yeah,
HR.
HR admin.
And
yeah.
you could actually detach it from the
Yeah.
ServiceNow admin role. So
which was an awesome feature,
yeah.
because like you don't want an admin to have access to everything, right? There's personal data, right? PII
exactly.
and
On the HR profile table. Yep.
things you shouldn't see, right? Like people going on leave for certain things, right? Like I don't want to see that.
Nope, exactly.
Don't give me access to that, please. But yeah, that's interesting. So what's your favorite part of the HR solution? Is this like, I know there's different centers of excellence. Like, what do you love most about HR?
I think personally, I love the onboarding and transition
Yeah.
piece because, again, like, traditionally, onboarding has been an IT-owned process, right?
Yeah,
Where
it
they have
is.
like order guides,
Yeah.
and, they have
Oh, the
complex
order guides.
workflows. Yeah.
I gotta ask, are people still using order guides?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. One project I'm on, not going to name the client, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they have onboarding and they have a very complex workflow
Wow.
built for that. And I see like very fundamentally wrong there because I feel onboarding should be owned by HR.
Yeah, I do.
Obviously,
too.
there are a lot of teams that need to play
Yeah,
into their
HR's
part.
got to. I mean,
Yeah.
IT's got to contribute into that
Yes.
process, but onboarding is an HR function.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
yeah,
not
whenever
IT.
I see that, like it's
Yeah.
IT owned,
Yeah.
I'm like, you
That's a
guys
good
are
point.
not doing this.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. So order guides, right? So what's the better solution to order guides? Is there a better solution? Is order guides the best we have, and maybe it's improved over the years? Because I mean, putting my developer hat on was a few years ago, right? And I remember just order guides were a little cumbersome to use.
They are, yeah. And the better solution is lifecycle events.
Lifecycle events. So
Yep.
tell me about that.
Yeah, so lifecycle events, you can have like activity sets, which are like
Yeah.
nothing but like phases.
Yeah.
So there could be a pre-hire phase, which is an activity set, and you can have a certain set of tasks or activities defined within that pre-hire
Yep.
that needs to be done. Like, you know, you need to sign an NDA, you need to sign an offer letter, for example, you need to do a background check.
Yep.
And then once that is cleared, that comes like pre-boarding,
Okay.
where you need to set up an AD account for the user, or, you know, get them a laptop and things like that. And then obviously when they're onboarded, day one is another activity set where they have to go through a bunch of tasks like, you know, training and setting up their profiles and things like that. So.
And what's the drawback? Like, why is not every ServiceNow customer? I mean, now it seems like most are, but what do you think is a holdup from a lot of customers adopting HR and getting to that next level?
Again, it's the HR,
Yeah,
like,
the department.
the department, because they are not very familiar to like change.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
used to doing things like spreadsheets and
Yeah.
mailboxes.
Yeah, I know.
And they are very comfortable with that. Obviously,
Yeah.
they are a bit towards like technology in general,
Yeah.
because obviously, so you know,
We gotta
there's always
break
a
that.
slight hesitation there. So they are always like hesitated towards like, you know, moving on to a platform.
Yeah.
Some of them are obviously worried about their jobs being
that
automated.
we were just
so-
talking about that.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. They're not going to cut jobs. Like,
No.
it's going to help you focus on more important tasks instead of that swivel chair stuff, you know, and add
Yeah.
more value. You know?
But now I think obviously this was a lot of like case back in like 2018 when I first started working on HR. Adoption was a lot, but I think now with the awareness and obviously how much the app has grown, now a lot of ServiceNow customers are, you know, starting to think about that. And obviously still our first step in the door for HR is just the general case and knowledge management.
Yeah.
Once we get there, we, you know, inform them or make them aware of the other applications like enterprise onboarding, and they start to, you know, think about it, and we give them a couple of demos, and they're really wowed with it, right?
Yeah.
And there's like, okay, you know, like this is nice, and but at the end of the day, they say, oh, we have to go back to our IT.
Yeah. I know. Check with IT.
Yes, check with IT
Yeah.
whether we can do this. They do have their budgets, but obviously it's not as compared to what IT has, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's also one of the things, like the budget that HR gets. They have a lot of other things that they need to spend that they wouldn't on ServiceNow as a technology.
Yeah,
right?
and I think we're going to start seeing. We're already starting to see it, but I think you know, as especially security stuff starts to come up and more of those issues, and I think we're going to start to see like full adoption
Yep.
of digital transformation in the HR space, which we're already there. You know,
Yeah.
it's already we're already like halfway there, but I think we're going to start seeing true, you know, digitalization of the HR world,
Right.
which is you know, well overdue.
Yeah, and ServiceNow has been right about this, like from the time they came out with
They
the
did.
HR.
They did.
They said we are not here to compete with your system of record.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not here to compete with
Workday,
with
yeah.
Oracle.
Yeah.
But they are here to like give you the employees the experience, the one-stop shop
exactly.
where they need to go for all their needs, be it IT or
Yeah.
HR, with employee center and everything.
And there's
then-
nothing close to that.
Yeah,
There's
so-
no competitor even close to that.
Exactly.
Workday's Workday, but it's not. That's not what it is. So, Mo, thanks for joining me in the GlideChat, and thanks for all the hard work you put into GlideFast,
Thank
and
you,
we
Mike.
really appreciate you.
I just want to say last few words. You know,
Yeah.
I'm really I'm happy when I made this decision last October to join the
Yeah.
Glide Fam. Like I think professionally it was one of my best decisions that I've made.
Wow.
And I'm really happy to, you know, work with like such a talented pool of people, and I just get humbled every day.
I appreciate
meet,
that.
so-
That means a lot, and I hope
what you have really here is
Yeah.
like, you know, it's a family.
it's family. It's
And
special.
we come in every day. We wake up to, you know, work as we are working for our family, right? So, thank
Man,
you
it means
so much
a lot
for
to hear
having
from
us
you.
here.
Thank you, man.
Take care.